to what many call the greatest setting in college football. Husky Stadium in Seattle settled nicely between the Cascades and the Olympic Mountains, and it doesn't get much better or much louder than this. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Georgia State Panthers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Huskies offense will take the field first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Trying play action. Rushes on him. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, that's not the start they needed. You're already the underdog. You've struggled this season going against a really good team. First drive, first possession, man, what do? You turn the football over. That's probably why they have a losing record.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start of offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to throw. Quick strike complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Now the play fake. Looking for the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On third and long, try to convert through the air. The short hands, it's Dawkins. Turning it on. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on third down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They're going to run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down. And
he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Panthers.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Got his man. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Floats it out in space. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
That's why you got to study your playbook. For all young quarterbacks out there watching, you're not always going to be able to throw it to the intended target. You've got to know where your check down options are, because you're going to get hit at some point. You've got to be able to get rid of it. Nice job understanding the playbook.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it inside the 25. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, trying to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Bean. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. First down here for the offense. Wants to go up top on first down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the right. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes, and that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on him to throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He's got his man across the middle. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even...
And the defense, got him at the 27.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush, but with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man down the middle.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the marker. It's Gideon. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Dumps it to the back. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Gideon. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This is a guy, no matter who they're playing, all season long, just gets open. He's really good on his routes. He's always been someone you can rely on, even in contested catches. That's his 75th reception of the season.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Hatchett. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. The Panthers are flying down the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Picks up the 1st down. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a short gain on this run, and that will bring us to the end of the 1st. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Georgia State now has it in the red zone. They'll toss it to the left. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in third and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up first and goal.
And the Panthers line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting.
Trying to get it in. Give him 6. Touchdown, Georgia State.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
I know everyone's yelling like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, put down green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Really nice job to get him past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Quick completion to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
If we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Going up top again. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Wide open downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 19 on the big run. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Hard running there. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Huskies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. On the ground. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Slams ahead. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Got it in the middle. It's Dawkins. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Panthers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Grab near the marker. It's Dawkins. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Hatchett. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
This Georgia State offense ready to go with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Offense lining up quickly.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
The Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to throw again. Hauls it in. Oh, he's got some space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia State comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The screen, he's got wheels, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Arkansas is currently ahead in this one, but boy, there have to be some nervous moments for the folks in Fayetteville. They have not been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Memphis. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Going right to work up top. Gets it out quickly. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Looking to fire. Going up top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Huskies are facing 3rd and inches. Looking to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They've been outstanding here in this 1st half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great 1st half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Hatchett. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And the Panthers are in the hurry up. They turn the passing game on 3rd and short. Quickly complete. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
And it slips just inside that right upright. And that lead grows even bigger. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
Washington ready to kick off to start this 2nd half. And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with him.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the 2nd half.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gideon. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Gonna look downfield again. Throws for the tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, I think this quarterback just needs to do a better job working through his progression. Looked to me like he was trying to force that into his guy who was covered on the play. There were other people open.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Hit as he throws. Oh, it's picked off.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
To the ground with the back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
The defense just can't seem to find a way to get off the field. That time, QB sneak for the first down. They need a turnover or something to try to generate some momentum.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on second down. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll try to slam it in. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it.
Touchdown, Huskies! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third down, going up top. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Oh, my, he just shanked that one. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. Washington sends out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes the grab on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
That was a nice swap. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his fingers side to side and say, no, no, no.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Gideon. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. He's got an open man. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great play by the quarterback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Working that wide receiver screen. He goes out of bounds just short of the first down marker, and the defense gets a stop. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. A little release to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll give it to the back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going.
Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
They've got to lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
The Panthers have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Georgia State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Number 18, set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Finds his big tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Going to swing it on second down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got his man. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on first and 10. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Breaks into the open. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Panthers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the ground, he's got it again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the left. Touchdown, Panthers. And the pummeling has started. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the jumbo formation is on the field as they line up for the 2 points. Trying to run it in. He goes airborne and he's in there for the 2-point conversion. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run.
Number 18, set to kick it off.
Fielded in the end zone, it's C. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling it. Takes it the other way.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
Give to the running back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They go to the ground. And after they get him on the ground, that's going to do it. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Thank you.